everybody, this is Jason with Jason Reardon Kayaking. On today's video, we're going to be installing a rod rest that was initially designed for the Bonafide PWR 129. Now, a few years ago when that kayak came out, I was really excited to see that rod rest. I was like, man, I think every kayak company should do that. That should be on every kayak model out there. So when I was going up to purchase this RVR 119 at Big Adventures, I just asked, hey, you guys have any of these I could pick up and try for a little modification? I would like to try it on the RVR, and also I want to try this out on a few of my other kayaks. I've got an Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL. I've got some plans for that, to maybe try this rod rest on it. But anyway, so they were kind enough to let me get a few of these, and we're going to take it and install it today on this Bonafide RVR 119 seat. We're installing it on the left and right side of the kayak. And so stick around and let's get into the build. Okay guys, so again, I picked these rod rests that were, initially designed for the Bonafide PWR 129. And as soon as I saw that on the PWR, guys, when it came out, I was like, man, that's a great feature. I wish other kayaks and other kayak companies would take time to do something like this. It's a very simple design. It's just a, simple little loop here that sits on the side of your seat, gives you a place to rest the butt of your rod while you're out fishing, or to store rods while you're in narrow waters. But while I was there picking up this RVR 119, I asked the guys, like, is there any way I could get some of these? So I was able to get a hold of a few of them, and we're going to install 2 of them here today on this Bonafide RVR 119. But my hopes are that I'll actually be able to install this on other kayaks, because I really was excited to see this, and I think it's a great idea. I guess this is something that Hans may have came up with for that PWR 129. But anyway, I'm going to try to actually install another set on my Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL. Now that seat's not quite designed the same as this one here for the RVR and the PWR, so I'm going to have to do a little modification, possibly with some grommets and stuff to kind of help protect the material and the cloth as I create a through hole for the nut and bolt. All right, so we'll take this 7/16 ratchet here and we'll tighten this nut down. Okay, let me apologize, guys. Evidently, I failed to record me installing this, but you'll see it on the next clip. No need to over tighten it. No need to, as Nick with the Navarre would say, no reason to go all Hulk on it. But I think it's going to work well. We'll move over to the other side, get the other one installed, and we'll check things out. Okay guys, so here we go. We're going to remove this 1.5 inch 1/4-20 bolt from the seat frame. That's also being held on with a 7/16 locking nut. And we'll take our ratchet here, remove that. Now please note that Bonafide also uses 2 nylon washers here on the back side, basically to keep that nut and bolt from, I guess, scratching into the frame of the seat. But we'll get that 1/2 inch bolt out of the way, and we'll take a 1 3/4 inch bolt. Now we needed that because the thickness of this rod rest is going to need that extra length for the bolt. So you can pick those up at any hardware store. Ordered mine off Amazon. And then we'll put that first nylon washer, and then we'll put our seat strap with that buckle back on the bolt and add our second nylon washer. And then we'll add that 7/16 locking nut back to the bolt here. And once we get that started, we'll take and just tighten this down with our screwdriver, making sure everything's nice and tight and secure to the frame of the seat. And then once we get everything set up here, we'll go and test it. Now I do want to apologize. I do realize some of these shots, my head's in the way, so it's YouTube, guys. It's free, so you get what you pay for. Okay, so put the catch board on so we can kind of get a real world feel what it's going to be like out on the water. We'll take here and just pull the strap up, and I'm just going to rest the front of the rod up at the front of the kayak with the little guides that are designed on this particular model, and we'll put the butt here. And I mean, it's just going to be nice to have something to help secure the rod a little bit when I'm maybe in some tighter waters and I want something up front where I can kind of fish some smaller areas. But I think I'll still be able to use the Anchor Wizard. Now there is that plate that's made by 3D Yak. Chad Hoover is actually working with him right now and I think possibly Anchor Wizard with possibly creating a tilt plate So maybe we can get a hold of that and try it out and just see if it does improve this a little bit. But for now, I think I can make this work. But we'll move it over to the other side and see how it does over there. Okay, so we're here on the other side. We're going to install it just like we did previously. We'll lay the butt there, just kind of lay the rod, let this strap catch. And again, guys, I think this is going to work pretty well. The Anchor Wizard may be a little bit in the way, or the rod may be a little bit in the way of the Anchor Wizard, but again, maybe we get a hold of those prototypes that Chad's working with 3D Yak and Anchor Wizard, or maybe pick up one once it comes to market. Okay, guys, so we're going to take the rod now, and I actually want to try something out. As you may or may not have seen, I have another video. It's called the FFR, and that's where I installed this forward-facing rod tube here on the side of the skeg plate. That video, it shows exactly how I installed this. Big fan of this flush mount forward-facing rod tube. Have one on my Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL. Again, wanted to install one on here, but anyway, with the rod rest installed, I did want to see if the tube itself was effective. So let's see. Pop that open like a Pringle, and we'll just take and lay our rod in here. And yeah, I think that's going to work well, guys. It's not in the way as far as the rod rest itself. My rod's got plenty of clearance here. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be a nice little modification, but we'll see. We'll get on the water. If it works, great. Man, that's just a win for me. If it doesn't, we'll take them off. We'll drop back and repunt. But so that's it, guys. That is the installation of the rod rest here that was initially designed for that Bonafide PWR 129, now installed on this RVR 119, and possibly in the near future, an Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL. Stick around, I'll probably do a video for that as well. But like William Wallace said, hold the line. Wait, no. Hold the rod in this case here. And anyway, guys, seriously, thank you all for taking time to watch my video today. It means the world to me. If you would, hit that like button for me. Take some time to share this with your friends out there who enjoy kayaking and enjoy modifications. You know, it's a privilege for myself to have some time to come out here. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Right now, it's 2:30 a.m. in the morning, but I was completely sold out and committed and wanting to get this video put out for you all. We're leaving for vacation. We'll be back home by the time this video comes out, but I just want to let you all know from the bottom of my heart, thanks for taking time to watch this. And as always, get on the water and make some memories. Take the freaking strap off here. So that's it, guys. Just like old Val Kilmer, oh man, that was his name. You know, just like Mel Gibson said, hold the line. That's not what his name was in the movie.